Oklahoma where the winds come, sweeping down the plains, whistles blow away your kingdom. Noise from the Sooner State, feel it in your eardrum. Way past the beginning and we are nowhere near done. My goodness, I'm nice with it. You can snap back, hold your hat, this how I'm fitted. Getting fueled up off your hate as if I need it. Why your takes on eating lighter, people say I need it. You didn't know? When I hit the road, dog cities hear me spitting flows. Meanwhile, on tracks, I'm really not your typical spiritual, lyrical miracle, you imbecile. Going harder than a tombstone. Here lies in a method that never saw its doom, though. Joints instrumentally fired by IQ, yo. Rocking like a Lucifer track, but what do you know?
Forward and I can't go back.
Welcome all. This is the Outsiders Green Country Soccer Podcast. My name is Mario. David. I don't know why I picked this co-host, but got David here. Wearing a New York Yuckies hat on.
Yeah, it's better all that Boston stuff, bro.
Come on. But hey David, how you been?
Good. How'd Chelsea do today?
Hey, we did not lose. That's what matters, you know. Well, this isn't a title-winning team, you know.
That's saved by Reece James.
The man, the myth, the legend. It's better than red cards and him getting injured, so we'll take it. Well, tonight's a special night, David. We actually have El Jefe, the president of 83 United, Steve Hitz, with us. How you doing, Steve?
Doing good. How are you guys?
I'm doing good. Negative Nancy right above you. Having to talk to him for like past 10 minutes about negativity, but we'll get into that later. Well, the special reason why we wanted to have you here, one, we want to talk about the Special Olympics Polar Plunge. I'm not sure if you noticed this, but I signed up 30 minutes ago. So
I did notice it. I get the emails.
Good.
Somebody else needs to, though.
I know, and I'm doing it for the group. So
okay,
for the podcast and for the group. So I'll be donating help fundraising on that as well.
Heck yeah.
But also, we want to know your inputs also on FC Tulsa, the new signings, and your thoughts and any news you want to tell us about 83 United. Where do you want to start at first?
Well, we just basically kicked off our membership drive this year, so we just finalized our scarf that we're going to do this year. So,
any hints or anything like that? Any towering images that you need to tell us about?
Well, it will be a series scarf, so every year it's going to be a different thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. And you said you started the membership drive. Do you want to talk to anybody about that?
Right now we're kind of switching over to chant as well. There's a lot of little odds and end things that you can actually do and interesting little features that chant does. So it's gonna be kind of pretty cool. So our memberships it's the basic membership is $10, and that basically gets you free food and drink for the entire season. And then our membership plus a scarf is $25, maybe $20. I can't remember right offhand.
I think it's $25.
Yeah, and you get obviously the food and drinks for the year and the scarf. So
that's awesome. Well, I know I was there and a couple other members were there for the last meeting, but when's the next meeting for people that want to kind of attend to?
It's the first Tuesday of the month. So unless there's something special or something issue come up, usually like 4th of July is the biggest ones of the time because nobody wants to have it on the 4th of July type of thing. So. But every Tuesday, 6 p.m. at Neff Brewing. So
okay, that sounds good. So February 4th is the next meeting at Neff Brewing. Is that correct?
Yep.
Awesome. Well,
right before the plunge.
Oh yeah, we got that down, and we'll talk more about that here in a little bit. But with the new signings, our new sporting director, what's your thoughts on the team this year?
I see a lot of good especially with having the GM now and a sporting director, and I see a lot of good potential that's going with it. Signings, I mean, a lot of time is they're unproven yet, so we don't know. We know what we have with the returning players, but having a big name star or something, I don't think that's going to be in our cards. I don't know. Maybe something could surprise us though.
Yeah, we're hoping on that, but either way, we'll keep supporting the team and keep supporting FC Tulsa. David, do you have any questions so far?
Go ahead. Keep going.
All right. Well, cool. Well, as we had you come on here tonight, we want to know more about the Special Olympics Polar Plunge. And I know you've been doing this probably I know 83 has probably been doing it for 5 years now?
I think this is a 6, maybe.
Okay.
I think it's the 6th year.
Okay.
So, yeah, we've been doing this for a while. I've did the plunge every year. I haven't missed one yet. Sometimes I wish, like last year when it was ice cold, literally freezing water cold. I think it's a great thing for the community to do. We try and fundraise as much as possible, especially to get higher totals than the Tulsa Police, because this is their big drive as well. And there's a couple times we actually outdid the Tulsa Police on their drive. So I'm hoping for something like that again.
That'd be awesome. Well, I'm glad we're not having it this following weekend because it's super cold, and I'm so glad I didn't decide to go to Broken Bow this weekend either. But I know the last time that I did it for Angela and I got in that water, it was already cold enough. But like I said at the beginning of the show, I'm actually going to be jumping in and also help fundraise, and
more the merrier.
Yeah, the more people donate, the more people help out. The more the Special Olympics gets back. So
exactly.
But David, go ahead with any of your questions, bud.
No, keep going with him and just keep talking about the actual date and time of the.
Oh yeah, so when is the date, and do you know the time that is going to start?
It is February 8th. It's the earliest one we've done this year. This Polar Plunge is usually it's like the end of February, but now it's the beginning of February. So right before my birthday, so I get to do that little cold bath real quick before it. A lot of people are excited that I actually take a bath at least once a year.
Yeah, you do take a shower. That hair doesn't just naturally grow.
Yeah, exactly. I want to say it starts at 10 a.m. that Saturday. So,
and if anybody else wants to donate or go ahead and also Polar Plunge for some members that can't, how can they access that, or how can they contact you?
Well, on all of 83 United socials, we post a link for donating, or you can actually join as well with that. We also do every year our map of the United States, and we try and get members from other supporters groups and podcasts and people like that to donate from around the country, and you get your logo on the map itself from your state. So we're getting there.
Yeah, I actually posted on on the page, the map so far. I hope it hasn't changed or anything like that. But
I think there's a couple new ones, and I'll probably be up in tomorrow. I think Nevada just got a donation from there.
Oh, nice. That's great. So still missing the Northwest and a good portion of the East Coast.
Yeah, all those East Coasters that you may know, especially all them Floridians.
Yeah, I need to start getting on there. And this year I kind of took it back and just said, you know what, I'll do it maybe, and then been noticing that I've been slacking, so I'll get on there.
And the thing is I tell everybody I will do anything to make me feel uncomfortable to help get out more people to donate everything. So I will always do anything to make myself a little bit uncomfortable for that brief moment.
Steve, you don't have to convince me. I know. And I'm referring to the Christmas party when you wore that little whatever pants you were wearing.
I was fully clothed, okay?
Hey, after a couple of shots, I'm kidding. But no, I really appreciate that. If anybody wants to get in contact with 83 United or with you, could you tell us how we can contact you?
Like I said, with 83 United, all our socials, it's usually 83 United, for Blue Sky, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all the socials. Me, at the real S Hitz is my Twitter handle and my Blue Sky handle. So
well, that's good. Well, David, do you have anything, or are you good?
Yeah. So, how do you feel like last year for FC Tulsa went, Steve?
A lot of build up, and just fell flat.
Right.
So I think with having the players that were returning this year, the chemistry that we'll have, I think it's actually going to help us out, because we do have a little bit of like 7 or 8 returners that's been announced. I think it is.
I think it's like 12 or so now, isn't it?
I think it's 12 altogether, but I think it was, I can't remember, maybe 8. We have got 3 or 4 new signings.
Yeah, we got three new signings. If you don't count Owen.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're getting there. So I think we got 9 returners so far.
Okay.
I think that number's going to go up quite a bit, actually.
I think so, a little bit. So hopefully we'll find out in the next few days.
Right. So the new coaching change. We went from Coach Sanchez to Luke Spencer now. How do you feel about that transition?
I knew with talking with Coach Sanchez that it was going to happen. I actually surprised that happened this early. I was expecting him to be as the coaching role for at least another year. But Luke knows the game. And I think I'm wondering if we're going to have more of a defensive strategy with all the players that have come back, and with Johan. I'm hoping we have a pretty good of our defense again, because the defense actually shored up a lot when Johan actually came into the starting position. I don't know if it was just him, but also we had a few injuries again last season that affected it too. So
Right. I think most important is Luke knows the game, but he knows the league as well.
Yes.
Spending most of his time in the USL Championship with Louisville City.
Mhm.
So do you think with Coach Sanchez moving on to, I think it's technical director and been kind of working with Academy, that it's going to a renewed effort's going to be put together an academy for FC Tulsa?
That's the rumor mill. Because Mario, his background is youth, and I think that's one of the biggest things that reason why he actually wanted to come here is actually build a youth academy from the start, from the beginning. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure that's going to be coming to fruition here soon. I don't know when, but everything seems very likely to do that.
Go ahead, Marion.
Oh, no. So with our newest signing, an ex Westland player, are you excited? I'm not sure if you were there when we played them, but I was going to ask you, was he playing against the old Roughnecks when we went up there to Bartlesville? I was.
I don't know. I can't remember if he did or not. I mean, that was probably 4 years, maybe 5 years ago when we played them.
Yeah.
In the preseason.
I know he was. I think his last playing year over there was 2017 for Westland.
Okay.
So I was thinking, was he there when Kafa was playing, and there was a big old fight out there in Bartlesville?
I don't think I went to that game. I've heard about it, but I never was at that game.
Okay. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, man, was he there when that big little
the scuffle?
The scuffle, yeah. But yeah. How do you feel about him? He kind of local player.
Yeah, our local with was it Croatian, not Serbian background.
Yep.
Which they get a lot of Serbians up there in the Wesleyan. It's kind of crazy how many come through there.
Yeah. But he had a lot of production for them, and I know he went to, what was it, Chattanooga? Oh, no, not Chattanooga first. It was
Northern Colorado.
Northern Colorado,
yeah. And then from there, I think he went to Chattanooga Red Wolves.
Yeah, last year, I think it was.
Yeah. He had a little bit of production up there. I think he had like 22 games total played. But what's your thoughts on him?
I mean, I think it's going to be a good signing. I've always said we needed somebody like a number 10, which that's basically been his role. So hopefully he'll compete and be able to take that starting job.
Me and David kind of have this kind of like always talk about this, but we've always been asking for a CM style or cam that can actually create instead of score. But we're not going to complain if they score, but we want somebody that actually can be like an assist player, have at least 10 assists a season at least. But yeah, I'm super excited about him, and hopefully he can be in the starting rotation.
Yep.
But that's all my questions that I have for you. David, do you have any more questions?
So what do you think is going to be the opening tailgate of the year, Steve?
Oh yeah.
We haven't really discussed the tailgate yet. Usually we don't really discuss what we're going to do until February. So if you have any ideas, I mean, definitely down to hear them.
Steve's belated birthday party. Come on.
I think we need to have more Carlos Cooks night.
I'm always down for somebody else to cook.
March 22nd, he can cook that day. It's my birthday, so
Oh, yeah.
finally have a birthday match day, a big tailgate style. But cool. I know we'll probably have you on here again, but our first team, what's your prediction? It's an early prediction, but I gotta ask.
Who all's gonna start?
Not starting, but more results.
Result wise?
Yeah.
As of right now, I'm looking more. I want to say probably 6th, maybe 5th.
Oh wow.
I think we're going to be in the playoffs, but I don't know what we're going to be in at our position. Because our new GM does not. He's always been in the playoffs, so.
Yeah, for the past 3 out of 5 years, he's
Yep.
What was it, 4th place for the past 3 to 5 years, and I guess in the past 5 years, no other club has done that feat. And I'm like, wow, if he can do that for Tulsa, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm not going to complain. I mean, our highest position we've ever had is 7th, so
yeah.
I'm kind of like the Chelsea thing. We're not going to win the league, but we're going to be up the top.
I don't know. We got to win the game. We got to win the league. We got to win it before Oklahoma City gets back.
Oh, no joke.
But Steve, thank you so much for being on with us, man. We really appreciate your time and all your information.
Go ahead and plug the Polar Plunge one last time.
Oh yes, please. Steve, if you can plug the Polar Plunge.
Definitely 83united.org. All our socials and stuff we have. It's our pinned comment and stuff. So definitely go out there, join, donate. Anything helps.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Steve, for that. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a good night, man, and we'll be talking to you soon.
All right. Appreciate it, guys.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Steve.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was cool, Steve, to be on, and really appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
Zooming too much. Oh, you got a dog this time, I see.
Yeah. That's my little buddy.
No cat today.
The cats are outside, so that's my buddy up there. That's my house buddy.
I'm glad you're outside the elements too.
Yeah,
from outside.
A little cold. A little cold outside.
A little bit, just a little bit.
So, yeah, big things going on in the USL. You want to talk about some USL? And then we go talk about little FC Tulsa.
Let's pump the brake. We got to talk about this Premier League. You should be happy. Your team beat Arsenal for the FA.
That was in the FA Cup. Come
on, it's a trophy.
This is my whole thing about the FA Cup. I love the FA Cup, but I don't think until like the 4th round or later, Premier League teams should be playing Premier League teams. Let them hear me out on this, and I think it's the same with the U.S. Open here in the United States. Let the little teams play the Premier League teams, and they get a host. That way, that little 10th division team, 5th division team, whatever, they make a little money. That could fund years. I mean, look, the team that played Tottenham, they had a 5,000 seater stadium, smaller than what we play in.
I was hoping you were going to come up to this. This is why I wanted to bring it up.
And Tottenham had to go there. Facilities weren't the greatest in the world. They still played them. They played them real tough too for most of the game. But not only do the fans there in that small little town get to say, "Hey, we played Tottenham here," that team made bank on that one game.
Oh yeah.
I mean, could you imagine? Whoever gets to play Inter Miami in the U.S. Open Cup. Even if Messi doesn't come and play, they're still playing Inter Miami or LAFC or Sporting Kansas City. That's what those tournaments should be about. It shouldn't be about MLS because they're going to win it. They should win it. They have payroll. They have all the resources in the world. They should win it.
Yeah.
But up until a certain stage, 4th round, 5th round, or above, it should be about the lower level teams making that money. And I won't even say that USL teams being League 2 professional should maybe not get a host until the 3rd, 4th round. And that way, littler teams can make some money.
I fully agree, man. I've been wanting this for a long time. I do think that, you know, the big clubs should, for like, you know, 5th round or 6th round, should allow, and they do this in England. They play at the smaller clubs, you know, place, you know, money wise, you know, it will get dealt with, you know, a little bit of portion that can go to the bigger club, you know, for a travel cost or something like that. That should be expected. But here in the United States, everything's kind of backwards, you know, and that's what kind of kills me with this cup. But
and here the thing is, MLS technically owns all the MLS teams.
Yeah.
So they're not hurting for money.
Oh,
Whereas in the USL, we have individual owners of the team. Yeah, MLS has owners, but MLS still they own the clubs there.
Yeah.
So
it's a league ran team. It's a
Yeah.
league ran team. Yeah, I
so
know.
yeah, but go back to what you're saying. Yay, we beat Arsenal. Yeah, Manchester United plays up to the level of the opponent. We beat City, we beat Arsenal, we drew with Liverpool. But you know, we play Southampton on Thursday, which I'm hoping, you know, we don't go out and party too much after the Arsenal game. So, I mean, but hey, Chelsea's getting rid of players and they're trying to sign more players.
Hey, don't forget, we just walloped the Shrimps, okay? We beat the
Shrimps.
You know.
You beat the Shrimps.
Hey, we gotta get it where, you know, we had our defender score a brace, you know, Tosin.
Yeah.
We had, you know,
put him up there as forward.
Nkunku finally scored a goal after starting off. Finally, you know, I'm happy. But away from Premier League, I did want to talk about one more thing that I saw today. Today was the big, and this goes back to our little conversation, MLS against NASL. Yep, that is finally going in the court. Do you know how many lawyers were all involved today?
There's a lot, but I'm going to go and tell you what's going to happen.
But before you do that, I need to know, can you guess how many lawyers was involved?
Too many.
It was 45 lawyers.
Yeah, too many.
22, I think, was, and I might be butchering this, 22 of them, I think, was just for the NASL. 11 of them was for the MLS. And then there was some other guys. USL had one attorney. You know, all the legal fees for all those lawyers were probably pay for what NASL is asking for.
They're asking for an expansion fee for one MLS team.
Oh God, probably.
So
now probably will be.
I got a crystal ball, and I'll predict what's going to happen because there is a precedent for this. A precedent for this, and it's NFL or USFL versus the NFL. Happened way back in the 80s, and the USFL got judgment because they were arguing it was a monopoly. The NFL was a monopoly. They argued they won the case. You know what they got? The monetary award was to the USFL.
What was that?
$1. They got $1.
Wow.
So I'm going to say the NASL is going to win the court case, because I just think they will, but I don't think they're going to get $500 million. Do I think they're going to get $1? No. But do I think they're going to get enough to fund their league again? No. So it is what it is. What do you think is going to happen?
I'm going to tell you what I want to happen and what's going to happen. And I did not know about that presidents of what happened in the past. But what I want to happen, I want NASL to win it. Uh, do I think they're going to win all that amount of money? No, I don't think so. Not even a portion of it. And they're going to probably outdate it and be like, "Oh, this is what it was worth back then, and what it was worth now." But I want the NASL to win it. I want MLS to break, like, for them to dismantle the whole. Um, God, I forgot the name of the rule, but
It's the USSF like guidelines for the pyramid structure in America.
correct. I want all that broken down and everything like that. But
I
my
think that
heart,
would be the best thing about it. It would
yeah,
be if the USSF has to be revisit and rewrite the regulations for what will be a tier 1 league in the United States. What would be a tier 2? Do I think USL needs to go up to tier 1? No. I don't think we're ready to play in that realm.
no. And we'll talk about that more for another reason. But I really think, um, and what I want to happen is that for that the PLS, that's what I was looking for, the PLS to be dismantled, broken apart, and rewritten for the work for the whole pyramid to benefit from it. But what's going to really happen? Don Garbert's going to get his way. He's going to find a way to get to win the case. NASL goes away, and we'll have to just hope for another mistake to happen down the road. But currently, right now, they're the juggernauts, man. They can't be stopped. This is like the best way for it to get stopped, but I don't think it's gonna help. Um, but that's my thoughts. Do you have anything else to talk about this for the case? Because I have another question to ask you. I know we talked about it a little bit off air, but you kind of sent a couple messages, posted it on Twitter, but Nisa, RIP or
Nope, they're still surviving. I've heard rumblings that they're gonna reemerge like a phoenix from the ashes.
ain't that ain't that a NASL's logo? Don't ever kick them down, or was that just the Cosmos? But,
Just wait for it. Nice is going. So funny thing you say. New York Cosmos basically still the only thing surviving from NASL in a technical sense, because I think the owner Nice or the Cosmos still pretty much owns NASL. Rocco Commiscio.
yeah.
But the Cosmos was supposed to be in Nisa too. So I mean, just telling you, maybe they're going to win the case, and he's going to put his team back in Nisa, and Nisa's going to live on.
And they're still not going to pay their employees. All right.
Hey, it's the way the world works, buddy.
Then they join up with the League of Clubs and make a bigger pyramid.
It'd be the League of Extraordinary Clubs. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go into some USL talk.
Go for it.
Branch into our league. So this has been the week of players leaving the USL and going overseas. So we've had four major players in the last week. Two that were already signed to USL clubs, two that were on the Memphis 901 went overseas. But right now we got Wilson Harris left Louisville City and goes over to Israel to play in the Premier League over there. Good thing they got Philip Goodrum last year from us, and so I mean they got an out 9 still. But Wilson Harris leaving, how major is that for Louisville?
And he was a goal scorer for them. I know Goodrum's really good, but he was now 2 or 3 years that he's been bagging goals for Louisville.
Yeah,
but to be honest, I don't. That money that they got from them, I think that might kind of make up some loss.
So I remember Wilson Harris when he was playing for Swope Park Rangers, and he was amazing then. So I don't know how he didn't make it in the Sporting Kansas City system.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just an incredibly talented player going over across sees to Israel to play. The next one is Bruno Lapa, a guy me and you both wanted. He's going over to the South Korean second division, the Anson Greeners, to play over there. And then Marlon Santos is going to the Iraqi first division. And just today, Corey Bennett from Las Vegas Lights up and was transferred to the Kuwait first division. So 4 really good players leaving the USL Championship to go overseas. It's been hit and miss on certain players going over there. I know this is the second time Marlone's went overseas to play, and he came back, and now he's going back over again. Which one do you think will make the biggest splash across?
I gotta say it has to be. I don't know. I'm blanking on his name, but from Louisville,
Wilson Harris.
Wilson Harris, yes. I think he has a lot of upsides. I mean, he's been on a couple-year streak of scoring goals. With the right club, I think he can be an all-star on the team. He can be a first starter already. Marlon, well, we love the guy. You know, he's a great player and everything like that, but it takes him a while to kind of chemistry with players, and he's more of a midfield / forward that he has to learn the system. And I don't think from his first stint he had a good experience over there. So I have a feeling he's probably not going to do good. Lapa is my number 2 / number 1. I think he can do good. He's really good with Memphis. He can score. He can assist. I think he's a great player. And I'm not really sure with Bennett. I didn't really get to watch him any. But yeah, I think Harris is going to be the best.
All righty. Well, let's talk about actual USL signings. And there's been quite a few signings happening in the USL, but I'm going to go to my top 10.
Okay.
So number 10 was Ryan Spalding, signing with Sacramento Republic. He's really good right back. He's going to replace those guys that left and went to Detroit City. Next one's Langston Blackstock, going from Pittsburgh to Charleston Battery. I really like that guy. He's a good wing back. He can press up the field really high and cause havoc. Number 8 is going to be Loris Wyke. He played down in Tampa Bay, then he went over to Phoenix. Now he's going back to Tampa Bay. Really good center back. Next one would be Anthony Fontana. He went from overseas. Now he's going over to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. And I'm just going to say this. I think Colorado Springs had a great couple of weeks in the offseason transfer market. Next one's going to be Burton Jockwison. He was on loan with Pittsburgh last year. He was originally a real Salt Lake guy, and now he's going back to Pittsburgh on a contract. He was actually the guy I wanted us to sign to be up the right wing. So really good signing for them. Charleston Battery made another good signing at Johnny Klein. Comes over from St. Louis City. Number 4 is a guy I know you like, Elvis Amo, going to Indy 11. How do you feel about that one?
Yeah, I was hoping we can get him, but good player. I hope he does good over there, but wish we would have got him.
So do you think with the signings of Elvis Amo, do you think that pretty much puts the nail in the coffin of Augustine Williams coming back or Sebastian Guazzati coming back?
I must agree. I think so.
All right. Well, let's bring Augustine Williams here. I would love that one. Number 3 was a guy that I really liked, and he's going to Lexington SC, Nick Firmino. He was in the Atlanta United system, played for he split time between the MLS Next Pro and the MLS team in Atlanta United last year. Number 2, like I said, Colorado Springs had a really good couple of weeks. Akeem Ward, coming over from Memphis 901. How do you think Akeem's going to work on that back line there in Colorado Springs?
Oh man, that like you were saying, they got a lot of players and they're already championship, and they still have a core amount of players that are coming back, and then added him. It's going to be a good signing. I think they're going to be a team to beat in the West.
Right. I think so too. And my number one offseason signing is actually 1A and 1B. 1B will be Colorado Springs signing Matt Riel. He was on loan last year. And now he's coming back. He's going to go up that right flank with Akeem going up the left with Matt Mahoney in the middle. Just a really good offseason so far for Colorado Springs. Like you said, they're the defending champs, and they're just adding firepower.
Mm-hmm.
And my 1A signing of the last couple of weeks, Detroit City re-signing Matt Sheldon. Good job, Matty. Matty Ice.
Josh's number one favorite player.
Yes. But yeah, so good week so far. I love the offseason because you see all the transferring and re-signings, and it just, you get to see what every team is trying to rebuild. If they're going to go young or they're going to go overseas, or like Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh loses talent every year, but they come up with these high-level college players that don't get drafted in the MLS Super Draft.
Yeah.
So it's always cool to see like what Bob Lilly and Pittsburgh puts together. All right. Well, do you have anything else USL related? Are you ready to talk some FC Tulsa?
I am, but first we have to talk about something local, somewhat local news. Well, the city of Springfield, Missouri, not where the Simpsons live at, but Springfield, Missouri, is going to explore to bring professional soccer to Southwest Missouri. What do you think about that?
Well, I see. I like it. It's USL is looking at several markets in this area. I mean, for the longest time, we had the 2-hour drive to Oklahoma City. Well, it's 2 hours for me. I don't know how it's like an hour and a half for you or whatnot. But then we've had nothing. We've had, if you want to do an away day, it's you're going to be traveling all day, get a flight, whatever. But now the USL has brought in, and I know this is not championship, but they brought Texoma FC down in League One, which is Sherman, Texas, which is rough 2-hour drive away. 26 or 27, they're bringing in Ozark United FC over there in Rogers, Benton, Arkansas, which is about a 2-hour drive away. OKC's supposed to come back in 26, 27, that time frame. We're going to have that. They're looking at a Dallas team, which is like 4 hours away. This Springfield's 2 hours away. Yeah, it's encroaching on our market, but I say more the merrier around here. It would be great to have. I mean, even if these League One teams, we only play them in the preseason, to be able to go to an away preseason match, or it's for the longest time. I think we've only been able to schedule in the preseason college teams because there's no one really around here.
Yeah,
we schedule college teams, or the occasional, Sporting KC2 might come down. That's been it. I thought it was cool last year. We were supposed to go to the Huntsville City Classic, the MLS Next Pro team, but it never panned out. I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but we pulled out of it.
Yeah, I think it was COVID.
Yeah, no, it wasn't COVID. It was. I think it was. I think it was something that Blair and Sam set up, and when Mario and the group came in, I think this is my opinion because we never really got definitive. I think they were like, "No, we're not going to play that." That was. We'll get somebody closer here to play and schedule. But that's. I think the more the merrier here. How do you feel about it?
No, I am full in agreement. What I'm dreaming and I'm fantasizing about by 2029, having Oklahoma City, having, for sure by then, have, Northwest Arkansas. I forgot their names already, but them. Also having Springfield, having Texoma. Can you imagine having that kind of like a preseason with all those teams?
Well,
and also
it's also like the Jägermeister Cup.
Yeah.
I mean, we would be able to travel to all of those games. Right now we've got what? Birmingham and Chattanooga, and I mean, it's taking these trips that are 8+ hours and condensing it to 2.
Yeah.
Saving travel, saving costs for the team. So
oh yeah.
Positives all around.
Yep. Well, that's all that I have for local / USL news. Let's get to some FC Tulsa.
All right, let's do it. FC Tulsa. So, like I said, right now we are hot and heavy in announcing new players, new pickups, re-signings, etc. So, since the last show, these are the guys that we have brought back. The first one back was Andrew Booth. He came over to FC Tulsa mid-season from FC Miami. He's a midfielder. Between Miami and Tulsa, he played 35 games, logged in 2,703 minutes, scored 3 times, had 1 assist, 15 chances created. So Andrew Booth is back. Next guy we brought back was Boubacar Diallo. He appeared in 33 games for us. I think he started like 30 of them. Had over 2,000 minutes, scored 2 goals, 2 assists. Then we brought back Basel Batash. He was a mid-season acquisition from Tacoma Defiance of MLS Next Pro. He appeared 15 games. He had 2 assists for us and 18 chances created in those 15 games, which averaged about 1.2 chances created per game, which was one of our top performers last year. Next one up was Alex Dalu. I know we both liked him for his energy that he brought in off the bench. He played in 22 games, had 1 assist. I think he started like 4 games, a couple down the stretch, but we liked him a lot for his energy off the bench.
Yep.
Then we started bringing some new players, and the first one announced was Lamar Batista. Lamar Batista last year played for North Carolina FC. He's a center back. With North Carolina, he played 22 games, had close to 2,000 minutes. He won 31 tackles, had 174 duels won at a 60.6% win rate. He's played 109 games in the USL, had 4 goals, had 4 assists. Previously played for San Antonio FC and Oklahoma City Energy. Lamar Batista, I think he's about 6'5" to 6'4", 6'5" in that range. How do you feel about Lamar being our first backline center back signing?
Man, once we got this, my eyes were blown. I was like, wow, like he has the height that we've been asking for years as a defender too. Yeah, so my son's like, he's the opposite version of Uzo. But he can score goals. He has the experience. He's only 26 years old. I mean, high potential, high great player. Yeah, he played for the Energy. That's his only downfall for me. But he's a local guy to Oklahoma. I'm just excited for everything that he can do, and I like this signing a lot.
I just remember like last year he was signed to San Antonio for like a 25-day contract, 10-day contract, something like that. And then I think he made like an Olympico or something from a corner kick, and they signed him for the rest of the season. I just remember that goal was like goal of the week, and he was pretty awesome for them last year, and he had a good year for North Carolina last year too. So yeah, and then today we have had another signing, Stefan Lukic. He's an attacking midfielder. He can play right wing. He can play forward. Last year he played for the Chattanooga Red Wolves. He'll be a rookie in the USL Championship. Over his USL League One career, which also spanned with Northern Colorado Hellstorm, he has played in 73 games, had 2 goals and 7 assists. I think last year for Chattanooga, he had 1 goal and 4 assists in 21 games for them. So Stefan is also he's Serbian born, but he played college ball here in Oklahoma Wesleyan, where he was a NAIA player of the year. He had a pretty good college career for Oklahoma Wesleyan. How do you feel about Stefan?
Oh, I enjoy him. I watch a couple of highlight clips, and like I was talking to Steve, I think he was playing for that 2017 team that played against the Tulsa Roughnecks when we had Kafa and we had a couple other good players, but really good player. He plays a cam / CM role, kind of player that I'm hoping that can be like the instructor in the middle and start doing great assists or getting people open. The goals. I want to see assists. and I want to see us play a lot better from the center. So he's giving me a lot of hopes.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to hear Dave Saunders say, "Stephon, pass it to Stephon." That's I want to hear him in his accent say that. So,
Just one little tidbit. It's 2024, not 2004.
hey, there you go. You got to play for the Chattanooga Red Bulls in
Yeah,
2004.
I think you're thinking of another Chattanooga team, but
Yeah.
we are not going to talk.
So that brings us to what I believe is the depth chart of FC Tulsa, which I think we're going to as of right now. We got Stephon up top, Khalil on the left, and Lukic on the right wing. There's Lazo as the center defensive mid. Batosh is the attacking mid. Booth and Diallo is your central mids. Owen Dam, I got penciled on the left side. Lamar Batista in center back. We're still missing a center back. Arthur Rogers, Harvey St. Clair man in the right side with Penaranda and Creek in goal. So team's building. We're getting there.
Oh yeah.
So we're getting there. But speaking of getting there, the team actually made probably I think their biggest splash of the offseason this week as well. Do you want to talk about that?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Move that was made.
So FC Tulsa acquired to get one of the kind of best averaging the last 3 to 5 years, a winning team. He's been, I guess, sporting director and GM for Memphis 901. I think his name is Caleb Sewell. I hope I'm not butchering his last name. Great guy. Since he got on with Memphis 901, like I said, they haven't missed the playoffs. They've been ranked high. I think been in 4th place the past 3 to 5 years. He kind of relieves a little bit of Mario's work and also helps out the Crafts a lot by being a general manager. But what do you think about him?
So yeah, Caleb Sewell Patterson. He's pretty much, I think, going to be taking Alex Mintz's job. Alex, he was. I don't know if Alex was totally focused on FC Tulsa last year because he was doing his due to Triestina. I think that it's good to move him out of that. And now we got someone dedicated here and not trying to split time between, especially 2 teams in 2 different continents. So I think he's going to take that job. Like you said, he has been really successful. He's with Memphis 901, who's qualified in the 4th place in the Eastern and Western Conference for the last 3 years. But from everything I read, is he's done it on a budget. He's brought in players like Aaron Malloy, who is now just all world for Charleston Battery. He was that way with Memphis 901. You know, he brought in John Baccaro, Marlon Santos, Bruno Lapa, that caliber of players into Memphis 901. I think he did bring in Bill Hamid, but we'll give him a break on that one. But yeah, Caleb was he was a goalkeeper for his career, so he played the USL. I think he played over in Portugal too for a while. But you know, he gave an interview the other day, and he's expecting to win here. He's not going to put up with players' attitudes that don't want to win. He's not going to put up with, you know, he's not going to put up with that. He's here to win. Now, is this the first time we brought in a name that in the front office that we thought was going to blow the team out of the water? Yeah, we had Blair Gavin come in. I just hope that Caleb makes us a job that he stays here for a while. We can start building something that put roots in the ground to make this team a consistent winner year in, year out.
Yeah, I agree. You know, one of the things, it's a little excerpt from his from the team's article that they posted, and this is what he said. I'm excited to begin this journey. Focus on our pursuit of building a championship team, deepening an engagement with the supporters, giving back to the community, My family and I are thrilled to be a part of this organization. Bright future. We look forward to contributing both in soccer success and impact in the city. We're excited for the journey ahead of all that holds. Yes, that might be something that we've heard multiple times in different kind of ways, but um, he kind of has the experience. He's kind of shown with Memphis 901 of what they can do with not so much money. And this club has money, and whatever they're doing with it, they're doing with it. But I'm hoping that this is going to be the change that we need. More than that, the change that we deserve as supporters. And then also his side of him wanting to do stuff with the supporters and being more vocal and more talkative. And hopefully, if he's listening to this, he can be on our podcast here soon. Hint, hint. You're welcome next show. But yeah, we got to be positive. It's a new start for him, new start for us with him, and hopefully it shows up. It's probably not going to be this season coming up, but maybe the next season we can have an actual all-star team as people want.
So yeah, I really like it. I think that yeah, it's a good hire for the team. I mean, I don't know how you're feeling about it, but like I'm ready to stop saying, hey, this is a great building block. I'm ready for, all right, this is a smart hire for the team. So I think that's what it is. And got a proven record in the league. We're not fishing around, and hopefully it's going to pay off. So
Yeah. Correct.
Kudos to the team for that hire. All right. What else do you have for the FC Tulsa news? I think we have one other thing. Let me see if I can find it. FC Dallas. We know one preseason game. It's going to be down in Dallas. Let me see if I can get the date on it. February 12th.
Yep.
February 12th, we will be going down to Dallas to take on FC Dallas in a preseason friendly. So, yep. That's off FC Dallas's team website. So, FC Tulsa hasn't announced it, but FC Dallas has. So, one preseason match. So, we know one.
Now, hopefully it can be aired or allowed for supporters to come. Last year, I think it was closed off for the fans.
So, the way it's reading on their website is, I think it's going to be closed, but their media, you can get media credential.
All right.
That's what
there we go.
Apply for a media credential, we can go. So
you're coming, right?
yeah. So actually I'm gonna be in Dallas like the next weekend. So that's what the sad thing is.
Oh, come on. You gotta change it for the fall for that week.
I can't. So I just want to show you this. This was the nice box they sent me for did you get a box for your kid?
I picked up mine like an idiot, but I gotta ask, how does it fit? How does it fit, sir?
I haven't even taken out the box yet because I wanted to open it up for the show. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. That is, look at there. That's
what size, sir? What size?
That's a the patch is amazing too. So
you got the actual game wearing jersey.
Yeah, that's the authentic kit. So,
splash. Splash.
So I will say this. I wish we still had the Greenwood patch.
Yeah.
I really like the Greenwood patch on them. But yeah, we get the Stay Gold kit. Look at that. That's beautiful. Oh, and look, they sent stickers too. Look at that. Look at that.
Priority. That's priority right there.
Look at that. That's beautiful. I love it. So awesome.
Been flashing their credentials around there. I see how it is.
Right. So yeah, that is the brand new FC Tulsa home kit, the Stay Gold kit. So
oh my god,
absolutely beautiful. Collared. You're gonna bring back that 2017 magic.
Let's hope.
Yes. So,
yeah. Well,
all right. So what else you got for FC Tulsa?
I think that's all I have right now, bud.
Okay. So local anything local?
I know the Tulsa FC Channel Cats, they had a match this past weekend, but it wasn't the first team. It was their SSL for the league SSL. Unfortunately, they didn't have a good time against the Oklahoma City team. I think last thing I heard was 4-1 that they lost, but
6-3.
6-3. Okay.
Yep.
6-3.
Yep.
I was out this past January. It's horrible for me, but yeah, they lost 6-3, but hopefully they can get back on some winning ways. But no, that's the only local thing that I have. How about you?
Their next game is going to be a doubleheader at Titan, where Flick City takes on the Yukon Rage at 6:15. That'll be on January 24th. And the Channel Cats take on Omaha. It just says Omaha. I don't know which Omaha team is because no, it's Wichita that's got like 3 teams. So yeah, they take on Omaha at 8 p.m. at Titan. So get tickets, go, enjoy it. It's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be Titan. So indoor, weather's not gonna bother you. So go watch Tulsa FC Channel Cats and Flick City.
Yeah, and we'll be having a show before that, and hopefully having a representative of theirs on. And we really want everybody to come out there and support. We're going to be having some members go out there and support, and hopefully bring a big drum and support their team and show them some love.
Yep. So there we go. Anything else, buddy?
That's all I got, bud.
All right, me too. So you got any hot takes?
Hot takes. Oh man. No, my hot take, I kind of used it up earlier about the NISA thing, but how about you?
So this one's for Josh. Is Kyle Walker leaving Manchester City the end of the Manchester City dynasty?
I think poor Josh is on lifeline right now. You know, he's having
where is he? He's got to work. He's got a job now. He's a big kid.
He's a big kid. He had to be called in to work today.
Called in.
Yeah, called in. You know, poor guy is working at Planet Fitness, hopefully grabbing a muscle or two here or there, but we'll excuse him for today. But do you have any other hot take for me?
No, that was it.
All right. Well, before we end this show, I got to give one of my good podcast friends a big ups. Kaylor Hodges from Hammering Down, also the USL show. He actually went out for the tryouts. I forgot what team it was, but he actually made a YouTube video of him actually trying out as a goalkeeper, and he actually made it to day 2. If you do me a favor, check him out. I think he posted on his personal page. His name is Kaylor Hodges. A great guy. We could probably have him on here when we ever face Birmingham. But he actually posted a video. Super cool. I can't believe that he even has any energy to I think he's still young enough to play. He's not as old as we are, but yeah, check him out. Do me a favor. He's on YouTube. He's on Facebook, Twitter. Actually, I'm not sure about Facebook, but I know for sure he's on Twitter, Blue Sky, on YouTube. A great guy. I'll probably post a link on this page later. But yeah, do me a favor, check him out. It was a good video. But if that's all you got, David?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for listening and watching the show. Really appreciate it. Next week, we're going to try to have hopefully the sporting director with us or another representative of the club. Also, we're going to try to have Tulsa FC on here as well. Hopefully, we're going to have some more player announcements to announce next time we're on. Maybe we can have a player or two on as well. We'll see. Other than that, do me a favor, share this, like it, give us some feedback, leave a comment on here or on Spotify or wherever you listen to this podcast. Really appreciate it, David. Thank you for your time. Other than that, vamos Tulsa.
Vamos Tulsa.
Oh, beautiful kid, by the way. Beautiful kid.
I don't even got a chrome. I caught the Glock, mama oldest acting like he grown. Now peep the logic. I got a heap of problems. A mathematician, you see, I gotta keep it honest. I'm past offensive. From my childhood, I force you to forfeit. Turn snitch across over source work for corporate. The hardship is not marked for fake artists barking. The artsy astrologist, a start to your rocket ship. Soon as I change styles, the moment that y'all pocket it. And prophets' eyes prophesize giant size dollar clips for blessings. There ain't no way contested for as outsiders charging 20 G's a session.
Forward and I can't go back. Lessons that I went through, put some questions on my mental. Forward and I can't go back. The stress that I've been through, I left that in the rear view. Forward and I can't go back. Lessons that I went through, put some questions on my mental. Forward and I can't go back. The stress that I've been through, I left that in the rear view.
Yeah, outsiders in the casa.